Hi guys, so a couple weeks ago, me and my husband were in LA. Los Angeles, okay? And we were there for 2 weeks. We were recording Emin, my husband's music. We were with his band. It was like the first time since the beginning of the pandemic that we did anything, and it was crazy. And we live in Nashville currently. We live in a cute little house. We have 2 dogs, which I'll get to later. We did not expect our life to change this much, like when we went to LA. We were just expecting to go to LA for 2 weeks, come back, move on like nothing really happened. However, while we were in LA, my husband, like his dream is to be a musician, okay? And my dream is to be a popular YouTuber. And so he was kind of just like, hey Dani, I don't really want to do this, but I think we have to move to LA. And I was like, okay. I'm pretty easygoing, so like it wasn't really that big of a shock to me. I was just like, whatever. So most people, normal people, they're like, okay, we need to move. Let's figure something out, you know, a couple months, maybe a year, take some time. But no, Emin and I refused to be like that for some reason. We decided we are going to move once our lease is up here in Nashville, which happens to be 3 weeks from now. Holy shit. Of course, since I was there, I had to go look for houses. I started looking for places to rent. We started to figure out where the hell we were gonna live, what we were gonna do. LA is double, triple, quadruple the amount of money it costs to live here. And so we are going to be living with his bandmates. We're gonna be living with roommates, even though we're married. Like we're going from this 3-bedroom house in a quiet neighborhood to a busy neighborhood with a bunch of roommates with not a lot of space. And so then I just kind of started to panic. I was excited to move and I still am. I was panicking because I was like, oh my God, like you know, daydream about life changes. You wish, oh, I just want to pick up and move. I just want to leave everything behind, change my name, get a new identity and move. Like maybe I'm just insane, but I feel like I've thought about that a lot in my life. You never really go through with it, you know? It's like one day I'll do this. But this was like, hey, we're doing this in a month. I started thinking about telling people that I know and like saving money and how much moving is gonna cost and the planning and giving stuff away and packing my house. Like, it's a lot. It's so much. It's an unbelievable amount of stuff. And theoretically, we could, you know, stay here, stay a little longer, get an Airbnb or something. But honestly, I feel like it's kind of just God is like kicking us in the ass because we tried to rent multiple houses here in Nashville, like for after our lease is up. They fell through. It didn't work out. So I feel like this was kind of meant to be. And there's another really depressing life update I have right after this. This is just the moving one. So this is kind of a 2-parter. Where I'm at right now, I am packing our house. We found the house that we're gonna live in LA. So that was definitely a weight off of our shoulders. We're gonna be living with 3 other roommates. So me, Emin, our friend, his girlfriend, and our other friend. And they're both in Emin's band. So I'm kind of like mentally preparing for that. Like just to be honest with you guys, to be real, let's just have a little honest conversation in this video. I'm kind of terrified to live with people because I have, how you say, anger issues. I have a hard time, you know, containing my emotions sometimes. And like I grew up with 10 siblings, so it's not that weird, like, you know, living with people or sharing a room even, which I'm not doing, but I'm used to that. But I've also gotten used to being married over the past couple years. So it's gonna be different for sure. And then in terms of my house, we're selling like all the furniture we have, like everything. We're not bringing anything to LA pretty much except like our absolute favorite stuff because we are on a damn budget. Like moving is expensive and LA is expensive. So we are not trying to lose thousands upon thousands of dollars in this move as you do, which I did not know until recently, but moves are extremely expensive. That kind of brings me to my next update, which is, oh, before I say that, we're also selling our cars and buying a new car. Oh my God. We have 2 cars. One is a 2014, one is like a 2006. They both are kind of, you know, getting a little old. It's not terrible, but they're getting a little bit old. One of them doesn't work very well and we've been trying to sell it for a long time. But we kind of took this opportunity to sell both of our cars and buy a new one. Literally everything in my life is changing. And now I will get to the depressing life update, which is that we have to give away one of our dogs. He's literally sleeping. Let me show you him. He's sleeping right next to me. Come here, buddy. Oh, you guys probably haven't even, I don't even think he's ever been in one of my YouTube videos before, but we actually found him like 2 months ago. We didn't go to adopt him or anything. We found him at a park, so I guess we like rescued him or something. He was abandoned, he was abused. We got him 2 months ago. We named him Danger. I've been training him, I've been taking care of him, I've been feeding him, I've been trying to calm his anxiety because he has a lot of anxiety. Me and my husband really have taken him in as our dog, but we kind of started to come to a really sad realization recently that a move for him right now would probably be be so bad for him. He is the most anxious dog I've ever met. He just paces all day long. Moving across the country, going into a new house, a 30-hour-long car ride, the freaking heat of LA, all of that does not sound good for him at all. Not to mention, the house we're moving into is a lot less space than the one we're in right now. We don't even have a backyard right now, but we're really close to a dog park. But the house that we're moving to and the area, like literally pretty much anywhere in LA, like unless you're super, super, super rich, you're not gonna find a house with some big backyard that's right next to a park. Like it's very tough to find. And Danger like needs constant movement. He needs training. He needs attention so much of the day. There are just so many reasons why he does not belong there, and it sucks. It's horrible. Last night I just cried for like 2 hours. I was starting to really let it sink in that he's not gonna be with me anymore. When I wake up in the morning to feed my dogs, like I'm only gonna have one, and like I love Norman, but I've gotten so used to having 2 dogs and like being a double dog mom. And so the next month is going to be the hardest time I think of our life, because we're gonna be moving, we're getting a new car, we're giving away our freaking dog. Like everything about our life is changing, and it's really tough. We are giving him to our friend who is a dog trainer. So basically, the dog trainer is married to a girl who owns a shelter. So Danger is gonna go live with them while they try to place him in a new home. The potential owner is gonna have him for 30 days before they even decide whether or not to keep him, because they obviously need to make sure it's a good fit. They have a forever return policy where if you adopt him or any of the dogs at this rescue that they own, you have to give them back. Like if you don't want it anymore, like they cannot abandon him or leave him, because he'll be chipped and they'll be under contract. So they'll get super fined if they do that, and they will like find the dog. I'm really happy with where he's gonna be. I think Tennessee is the best state for him to live in, because he loves to run around and he loves the outdoors and he loves bugs and squirrels and he loves other dogs. So like I just picture him in a new home with a huge backyard or on a farm or something, because those are so common here, having a good time in the winter when it snows. I just imagine he's gonna have so much fun in the snow. I never really connected with animals until I got my first dog, which is Norman. And I never thought that you could have like a human love connection with an animal, but I was very wrong about that. And I don't know what I'm gonna do without him. Obviously I'll move on. You know, I haven't had him for that long. I didn't even seek him out. Like he just found me, I guess, in the dog park. Like I know that he's gonna be okay and he's gonna be happy, and I'm doing this for him. He's gonna have a better life. I just don't really know how we are gonna be okay. I know that sounds dramatic, but he's just become such an enormous part of our life that I just can't imagine it without him anymore, even though it's only been 2 months. So I'm moving, I'm getting a new car, I'm giving away my dog, everything is changing. Yeah, I just haven't sat down with you guys in a long time and just talked about my life. So I'm definitely gonna do it again soon. So thank you for listening. And I love you all. And Danger loves you too. And I will be giving you guys updates on him, because I'm gonna get them because we're doing an open adoption. So hopefully I'll get photos of him and everything. I'll let you guys know what happens, okay? Bye guys.